today we're going to practice joint range of motion, specifically with the knee. We're going to practice extension and flexion on my subject, my brother. So we're going to place him on in an anatomical position, lying prone, with his knees extended right over the edge of a supporting surface, which in this case is the bed. So anatomical position will be his hands lying anteriorly, and the rest is correct. So this is anatomical position, lying prone, and his knees are extended over the edge of the supporting surface, which in this case is the bed. Since we're practicing the extension and flexion being this, extension being this, we have to clarify the max range of motion. So for extension, it is 0 degrees. He cannot extend further than this, which makes sense. So we don't have to practice that with the goniometer today, so we won't be practicing that. But when flexing his knee, ideally, a human can go up to 150 degrees. Typical range is 0 to 135. So that is what we are looking for when we're going to measure his range of motion for flexion. So we have to first pinpoint the points that we will be using and clarifying as the axis for the goniometer. So the axis will be the lateral midline of the femur, which is around here. And then we want to make sure that the stationary axis is parallel to the lateral midline of the femur and in line with the greater trochanter, which is right over here. And then we also want to make sure that the motionary axis is lateral to the midline of the fibula, which is right over here, and in line with the lateral malleolus, which is right here. So once we make sure all that is correct, we use the goniometer and align it with the axis, which again is the midline, the lateral midline of the femur. So we will place that right here, if you can see. We have placed it on the axis. We hit start. We want to line it up to 0 degrees, right? And then we will flex his knee, which roughly goes to 86 degrees, if you can see right there. And then we will extend his knee from that point and go back to 0. So for this subject, we can tell that his range of motion reaches 86 degrees, which is between 0 degrees and 135 degrees, or max of 150 degrees, which is correct for the range of motion that we consider ideal for flexion and extension of the knee. Thank you very much.